gracious me!
What is going on, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. You've no idea how close I was to cocking that intro up. So, a bit of gameplay in the background, nothing too crazy. I have played one single player game. Not single player. I keep calling it single player. Online single matches. I've played one game so far. We're one game down. But I've got the rest of the week to do it, and I will hit that hard tonight. That was my plan. So, unfortunately, there's no gameplay from that in this episode. That will come tomorrow. I was going to do it today, and then there's a bunch of stuff that's happened today with certain videos, and Article 13 was passed today. If you don't know about that, it basically means that eventually when it kicks in, if it does eventually kick in, you won't be able to upload any copyright material to the internet, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc., and it'll instantly get taken down, or it'll be blocked for viewing in Europe. So there's more to it than that. That's just the basics. So, but what that means is content in general. If someone makes a Road to Glory episode and they upload it, it'll instantly be blocked in Europe, or it'll get taken down. Or if you try and upload it from Europe, you won't be able to upload it. Blah blah blah. Now VPNs are the way around it, but there are rumors that you won't be able to do that for whatever reason. So there's a lot of ifs, ands, buts going on with that. So I'm currently in the process of applying for a visa and moving to the US. Right, so we have Simply Sefton says, you could use the Future Stars Trent with your Walker and he'd link with your Fabinho. I do know that. The issue that I have then is, of course, that there's still a dead link going to Walker, and the Future Stars Trent Alexander-Arnold costs a lot of money on PC. I'm talking like 3, 4, maybe even $500,000. I don't have that in liquid coins, unfortunately. That's why Dani Alves is such a nice option to have, because it's free. We've done it ages ago, and I genuinely can't remember how long ago it was. We've played over 500 games with it now. That's how long ago it was. This Toy Story review is really gaining traction, so I will probably have to do that. To be fair, I probably will do that in the Road to Glory for you. I'll give you a little Toy Story 4 review. People have been asking for that. Kodak Wax says, I agree about Dani Alves. His set pieces are dodgy, ended up putting him into Moment Seedorf, SBC, then did is it I always get this guy's name wrong, Dumfries, League SBC, and haven't looked back since. Thing is, I find it difficult to give up. Would you not just let Dani Alves take the free kicks? Yeah, you can't do that, because he has one of those stances that, like, he starts on the halfway line when the free kick needs to be taken on the edge of the area. So his run-up is like an hour. So by the time you've sent a player over the ball and you try to pass it around the outside of the wall, by the time Dani Alves actually kicks the ball, the runner you've sent is in the stadium opposite over the other end of the road. It doesn't work. So when I change free kick taker, and I put like Rivaldo on it, for instance, for a left-footed to send it around the outside of the wall, Dani Alves is always the player that I end up having on the run, and there's no way of changing it, which is really frustrating no matter what I do. Even trying to do different, like, you set up differently, so you instantly put Rivaldo on free kicks. Dani Alves is always the man that they've got running over the ball. It's really frustrating. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not It's not so bad that I'm going to say, right, well, I'm going to get rid of him just because of this. But it's honestly, it's a way I score goals. And if I get a free kick on the edge, I can all but guarantee a goal half the time. So when Dani Alves is not when he's on it, I have to think of something else to do, and that's the most broken mechanic in the game. But unfortunately, when Dani Alves is in and around, you can't really do much about it. What? What about starting Phil Foden, Future Stars, over Walker? Perfect Links allows you to use any right back you wish. Yeah, the issue with using, again, it's coins more than anything, but if I was to use Phil Foden, he's a centre mid, isn't he? So you put him into Kyle Walker. I don't understand what you mean by starting him over Kyle Walker, as in front of or instead of. I can't start him instead of him because obviously that doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure what you mean there. You could use any right back you wish if you'd moved De Rossi to striker, Fabinho at the centre mid. Shame he didn't do foot swap. He could have cost you next to nothing. Loving the series. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Inzaghi. I'm not quite sure what you mean. If I get Phil Foden, yeah, we get a hyperlink to Kyle Walker. The problem with that is I would need to be able to go and buy him. But I can't get Fabinho, De Rossi, Ronaldo, and Phil Foden in the same team. with the wingers. It just doesn't work. Kyle Walker's decent, but it's not like I would rather have him there instead of Thiago Silva. I actually prefer Thiago Silva. I think he's a better defender. The problem I have then is I have to use Dani Alves. For now, who knows what will happen in the future. Speaking of future, I do apologise gameplay-wise, but we are done. We're now going to go into the 6 o'clock content. So, as we load in, let's say load into Ultimate Team, I'm actually loading into FIFA right now, and then we'll load into Ultimate Team. I can see a few tweets. It says in brackets there are like 5 or 6 tweets. 6 tweets. So there's obviously some content. I'm going to not look at the bottom right, doing a skip instantly over. So right, I haven't seen it. 4 transfers up to 50k, which means I need to sell. There's a man of the match I'm still yet to sell, Gabriel, I think. So here we go then. We have player picks still there, obviously. FUT 13, which is the best FUT. One of the best FUTs, if not the best FUT. We got a 45k pack. That's not bad. We'll complete that. I say that's not bad. I don't know what you need to do for it. Let's have a look very briefly. So yeah, there you go. So, oh wow, team rating overall 80, which means you're probably going to need at least, what, 81? Maybe even an 82 rated team to get that because of the brick slot. Players in the same league, max 4, rare players minimum 4. Don't know if I'm going to do that. I would have to buy everyone to put into it probably. What do we get here? We've got, S5 was from yesterday, Willian, 82 to 87 upgrade, interesting, and Ivan Perisic, central Ivan Perisic. 82 to 87 is interesting. The question is... The question is, is it? Yeah, it is untradeable, right? Okay, but the other question I have is, how expensive is it? So Ivan Perisic first, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, 6'1", we know that, but it's central. Would work in my team chemistry-wise, by the way. Wouldn't be too difficult to fit him in there at all. Could actually use him as a striker. He's, what did I say, 6'1", medium is a shame, but the skill moves and the weak foot are fantastic. He's quite quick. He's got... the shot power, the finishing, the long shots, the attack positioning's good. Composure's not bad, reactions are good. I like that, it's good actually. People always bang on about, I need to get Perisic, you need to try him, I can actually use him now as a central player. The question is, of course, how expensive is it? Probably quite, because you need 3. Team of the week, no team of the week, but an 86 rated. I would say maybe it's fair, maybe it isn't. I think an 85 and an 86 would have been nice. We're at the sort of the back end of the game now, more or less. I mean, we're getting there. We're not too far away from the back end of the game. You'd kind of hope that they would be a little bit generous with these kind of things, especially as it's a birthday celebration. But what do we get? A 35k pack, a rare mega pack, which is very nice, and a 50k pack, which, I mean, they're decent packs, don't get me wrong. I just feel like it's maybe a touch on the expensive side. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. It's really good. I like it a lot. It would fit into my team really nicely. I would not be against trying to get that. But the problem I have is, of course, that it's only there for 6 days, and I don't have an awful lot in the way of players to go into those SBCs. So I'm not sure whether I'll be doing it. Because, again, if I do it, it sets me back yet again. Because, ultimately, I want to get Steven Gerrard, right? Who will play in the position Perisic is going to play in. So if I pick that guy up there, he's going to be there till I get Gerrard. But I've just used all my resources to get him, which pushes back Gerrard even further. It doesn't make any sense. I might as well just bypass this and go straight for Gerrard. 82 to 87. What do we need? I mean, theoretically, if you need to get a player pick upgrade, you need 10 rare players. So this has to be like an 82 rated team or something. I'm sorry, what? Oh, that is a kick in the nads. So, player quality, exactly gold. Oh, that is naughty. Oh, you don't even... they've got a brick slot as a goalkeeper. That is naughty. Naughty. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, that's fantastic, right? Because you only need gold players. You need 40 chem. You only need gold players, right? So you don't need to use your rares. You can get away with using your non-rares, right? That's fantastic. Brilliant. Love it. Because that's going to be now easy to grind up to a certain point. It'll be easy to grind things like icons. The naughty part of it is because they've released this now. See, I can't get rid of my French league. They've released this now after we've had a good few days of the player pick So most people won't have any players left. Nearly everyone would have used their non-rares to get rares, and then use their rares in the SBC. So a lot of people now are going to be scrambling around trying to get as many players together as physically possible to try and complete these. But everyone's probably used them, so that's naughty. It's clever, but it's naughty. I might be overreacting here. You know, it might not be that good of an SBC, but in my personal opinion, it's a pretty sexy SBC to be able to grind for the thing I'm trying to think of, but I'm concentrating so I can't think of it. You know, the icons. That's it. Right. What do we need here? Have I got any strikers? We got one there. Put him up top. Got any right mids? Yep. Aaron Lennon over there. Need 2 chem. No, can't swap those around. Can't swap those around. Can't swap those around. Oh, come on, game. Give me 2 chem. There you go. Boom. There. Done. I mean, that's simple as hell. I don't think I'm going to do that 45k pack because it's going to require, like I said, an 81, 82 rated team. I don't know if that's worth me putting my effort into because I don't have the players necessarily to be able to do it. I'd have to buy a lot, and I don't really want to be spending coins. So this is interesting. I can't see me getting many walkouts from this, but if you could get like 84, 85 rated players. I did see an icon had just been released. I completely forgot that they do icons. Alan Shearer. Hang on, before we open that, Alan Shearer. This is, if you can remember back to the earlier episodes of... Oh, there it is. Earlier episodes of the Road to Glory. You don't need an icon, which I think is a shame. I'd love it if you needed an icon because it would make it easier because now you still need an 87 rated team. If they got rid of the 87 and just put in the icon... or got rid of the 86 and the 87 and just put in the icon, that would be something that I would actually do. Because Alan Shearer is a player that growing up I used to watch a lot. Yes, he's only got the 2-star skills and 3-star weak foot, but 99 shot power, 99 finishing, 90 attack position. Look at the state of his shooting stats. He's fantastic in the air. What is he, 6 foot, high attacking work rate? That's a great card, apart from the skill moves and the weak foot. But I'd look past that, I really would, because that would be fun to use. Is it worth doing the SBC? Probably not, to be fair, but still, never mind. Yeah, going back to it, right at the beginning of looking for my first icon to buy, Alan Shearer did pop up because I wanted enjoyment rather than I wanted quality at the time. Okay, so we're not going to get a board out of our first one, which is typical. I'm way over on my camera. I do apologise. I think I might do one more. This might actually help me get players to do the 45k pack SBC, the FUT 13. Those daily SBCs, by the way, like FUT 11, FUT 12, FUT 13, etc., they have not been good. Not at all. Saying that, though, now that we have this SBC, it would be pretty easy to grind some of those FUT Birthday SBCs. Maybe that's why they came at somewhat of a premium, because obviously people were going to... What am I doing? I'm giving myself a headache. Obviously, people are going to be able to grind this out now, and if you withstood temptation, and you didn't throw everything that you owned, like some idiots, myself included, into that upgrade SBC, then you will be having yourself a bit of a party now, because you can use all of those players that you've saved up over time. Look at that. I'm already out of non-rays. You can use all those players you've saved up and pop them into this SBC and get yourself, grind yourself, I should say, a lovely little FUT Birthday card. But, it is what it is. Right, so let's get him over there. That'll give us some more chem. Centre mid somewhere. Left back. That'll do for chem. There you go. Done. Nice. Submit that. I would imagine now non-rays will go up in price big time. Rewards are out Thursday, though, so there might be a good time to choose untradeable, actually, so you can get all the untradeable cards, all the rubbish ones. You get double the amount, and then you can actually pump them into that SBC. Because I know I didn't get a board, and I think this might actually be the last action of this episode. It might be a little bit shorter than usual. I do apologise, but tomorrow we'll have a whole host of gameplay. But if we can get an 85 in this, or an 84, that'd be nice. No walkout, which is okay. We are going to get a board. Lovely jubbly. We could get informs in this as well, by the way. Centre mid from Juve, 85 rated Khedira. There you go. So already I have made a profit. I mean, okay, I can't sell him because he's untradeable, sure. But that 185 rated is nowhere near the price of what I've submitted to get him. And that will go towards an SBC. So we could start chipping away at a FUT Birthday card. We could start chipping away at Gerrard with the players we get. This, I'm probably going to sink all my coins into this, into non-rare players. I probably will take untradables from Thursday, and I will just rinse and rinse until we get what we want to be able to go and complete certain SBCs. Perisic is tempting as hell, because now that that SBC exists, unfavourite that, I don't want that anymore. Now that this exists, it's going to be quite easy to get 83s, 84s, 85s, and then on the off chance you could get an 86, 87, you could still get FUT Birthday cards, because some of them are 86 to my knowledge, maybe. So do we start maybe trying to hit 83, 84s, 85s in this? I mean, you do get some decent packs back for those. Or is it sensible to say, look, you know, Steven Gerrard is there forever. We don't have to worry about that. We'll get him eventually. We've got all of the summer. I'm not going to stop this Road to Glory until literally like 2 days before the new FIFA comes out. So we'll have all of summer to be able to get him and to play with these type of cards. But this is only available for 6 days. So should we go after Perisic, bear in mind that it probably won't be that difficult to do. And we do get some really good packs back for it. You know, a 50k, a 55k, and a 35k, and it won't be that difficult to do because we've got a couple of things in the club we can submit. We've got that Higuain, of course. I could use that Khedira, whatever we rinse out of 50k and rewards we could use, and we'll have a 90 rated cam that suits the meta of the game, has the best weak foot you can get, has insane skill moves, and fits chemistry wise. Should we do that, or should we do something else? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I do really like that card though, and it would be nice to have a FUT Birthday card that actually fits into the team. Really sexy looking card there. But if you have enjoyed this episode of the Road to Glory, I'm really excited that those upgrades are in. I really like upgrade packs. They're my favourite thing to do in FIFA. And the player picks were decent, but they were too expensive. That is proper affordable. In my opinion, it should be the other way round. But, you know, is what it is. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. Until the next time, goodbye.